Hey guys, what's up? My name is Prez, and welcome to this brand new series called Let's Talk. This series is going to be focused on talking about the game modes in NHL as an entire series. We could talk about game modes that were in previous NHLs. We could talk about game modes that are probably going to be in future NHLs, and we're going to discuss what we want to see in the future of NHL as a series. Today we're going to talk about NHL Be a Pro with some of my things. I made a top 10 list with some of your guys' suggestions from the community tab that I took. Also, I put your guys' comments in the videos too. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this list. If you guys have a list of your own ideas for NHL Be a Pro that I didn't mention in this video, make sure you guys put them down below in the comments below. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this list, make sure you guys smash the like button down below. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. Anyways, with all that, let's begin with number one. All right, so for number one is going to be change teams. Now, that could fall under many categories. One being have a trade system that actually works. Currently in NHL 20 and the past NHL games with EA Pro, you request a trade, and every single time it says you're not experienced enough, or we denied your trade. Even if you've been playing on your Be a Pro save for multiple seasons, even past your rookie contract, and you sign another contract with the same team, or you signed with a different team, it doesn't matter how good you are or even how bad your player is, it will still get declined. In my experience, I got declined every single time. I actually made a Be a Pro save where I actually got like 100 goals a season. I did test. I got 100 goals a season for the past 3 seasons. They offered me the contract. I accepted it with the same team, and then I actually saved the file first. And then I accepted the contract with the same team. I went another 2 years with that team. Another 2 years with that team. I signed another 2 years with that team. I don't know why it's different. But I signed another 2 years with that team. Got another 100 goals a season. So tremendous seasons overall. Like one of the probably, I overpushed it. I put it on rookie. I did a test. I put it on rookie. I went all the way. Then I requested a trade. I still got declined. So it's like, okay. Maybe they don't want to trade me because I am too good for their team, and we keep on winning the Stanley Cup every single year. It's like, okay. I went back to the save that I made before accepting that contract, what I did with the team. I accepted the other contract with a different team. Did the same thing with them. 100 goals a season for 2 years. Went to the playoffs, won the playoffs, obviously. Multiple 100 goal seasons with them, and still trade denied. Says you're not experienced enough. We talk about, like, I scored 100 goals for your 2 seasons that you signed me for, and I'm not experienced enough. Like, the trade system in NHL 20 and previous NHLs, I forget what year they introduced it, but it hasn't worked. They need to make the ability you can actually get traded. Like, even during like the free agency, like, your name will be on the chopping block, and you might get traded to a different team. Now, if you guys have experienced this in NHL 20 or previous NHLs, let me know in the comments below if you got traded or not. And what did the game say to you when they denied your trade? Did it say like you weren't experienced enough or something else? You guys can put it down in the comments below. So, the second one is it's pretty new. I think it's a really good idea to add to NHL Be a Pro to the game mode. Since NHL 20 added coaches to fantasy mode, to like GM mode basically. Since they added that, would it be cool if like your team is on a losing streak, like a multiple game losing streak, like past 10, 15 losses, like 15 games. You get like 15 losses in a row. What if you can actually vote with the team? You can say to the team like, hey, I think we should rally together and say we need a new coach. So the ability to vote to kick the coach out, your current coach, and get a new coach in. I would love to have that ability in NHL, be a pro. It'll make it feel more real. It'll make it feel a lot more real when it comes down to playing NHL be a pro. Because the whole reason for NHL be a pro to exist is to play as a pro, to get to the pro level, to play as a pro, and carry on from there. And maybe in the future, retire your numbers, retire your number at the end of your career with whatever team you held the contract with the longest, and or maybe your first team you want to retire your number with, that ability too, to retire your number, to vote on getting a new coach or a new assistant coach, or if you're playing as a goalie, maybe you can vote on to get a new goalie coach, something like that too. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys think about that. The new vote on like getting a new coach, trainer, whatever it is, or even vote on a new GM, get a new general manager for the team. I think it would be a really cool idea. I think it would be a really cool addition to NHL Be a Pro mode. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about that idea. Moving on to number 3, we're gonna move on pretty quickly for the next couple of numbers, obviously, because I don't want to make this video for too long. But number 3, pre-game warm-up. Now, what do I mean about that? So, if you guys have watched any NHL game ever in your life, or even played NHL, the video game, you guys get to see like the players skate around, all that stuff when they come down the ice. That's cool. That's not warm up. That's not pregame warm up. Pregame warm up is like 30 minutes before all that starts, before the national anthem starts, all that stuff. If you actually go to the game early, or if you see it on TV, you see like the players shooting the puck to the net and all that stuff, warming up the goalie, all that. Put that in NHL Be a Pro. Put that in NHL Be a Pro so you can get your player warmed up and have the ability, if you skip it, your player starts off cold and you have to work your player up to get warm or hot, to depend on whatever the situation is. So if you don't skip the pregame warm up and you actually warm up your player properly, and you can do a little bit more shot accuracy, maybe if you hit the net multiple times in the same spot, maybe your player will be hot for that spot, and you're more likely of a chance, if you shoot the puck during the game, more likely will have the chance of actually going in. So the ability like that, like throw that into like pregame warm up, have your player like skate around or do stretches, whatever you wanted to do. Just make it pregame warm up. It'll be awesome. Another thing on to that, it kind of integrates with that. Number 4 does on and off ice training. Now they have this in the game now, but they have it regardless of, you don't even do the on and off ice training. What it is, like, put the ability in where I can actually go and, like, on my days off, I can go to the gym, work out, and all that stuff. Just work out or do a workout, then go to do on ice training, and then, or maybe I do on ice training first, and then I go to the gym, do some cycling, do some treadmill, do some weightlifting, and to get your player ability up even more. Like, they have this system already in. They already have it. They already have the system in the game. They have the ability where you can actually do it yourself. I would love that. I would love that to go into like the practice rink and just practicing your dangles, practicing your wrist shots, your slap shots, your face-offs. That ability is awesome. It'll make the game a little bit more fun too. It'll actually add something to the game for the player to, like, okay, after this game that I play, I have like 2 days off, 3 days off. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to hit the ice, warm up obviously, and then practice on my wristers, or I want to work on my slap shots, or I want to work on my face-offs, or I want to work on my dangles, I want to work on my hands, that type of stuff in the game. That would be amazing. That'd be so much fun. NBA 2K has this. NBA 2K has like the courts, or like the lobby you go in, you can go to the gym, work your player out, then it raises its stats. Perfect. That's awesome. I wish NHL will have that, but do on ice, like do a hockey style, obviously. That's just my opinion, and that's what I actually put on the list. There's a couple things here from subscribers and viewers that posted this on my community tab, and I'll mention when I get to their number, when I get to their thing, I'll put their comment up on screen so you guys know who it came from. So number 5 is coming. Number 5 is the ability to play in different leagues. Now, what I mean by different leagues, I mean like the go over to Europe, play in those leagues, play in the Russian league, play in the American leagues with college, or even universities, or go to like prep schools or hockey schools in the U.S. to play there, or you want to play in obviously you could play in the OHL and the CHL now. Obviously in the game, you can choose to play in the CHL even before you even want to start in the NHL. But the ability to play in like these college teams in the U.S. or prep schools in the U.S. or hockey schools in the U.S. I don't think Canada really has hockey schools. I think we just have AAA hockey teams, and the players are so good they just move on to the CHL. Well, most of them. So I don't know. If there's any hockey schools in Canada, let me know in the comments below. Like anywhere in Canada. I don't believe there's any in Ontario, but you guys can prove me wrong. Prove me wrong in the comments below. I would love to know some hockey schools here in Canada. But yeah, the ability to play in different leagues. Like you want to play in the Swiss league? Do you want to play in like the Russian league? Do you want to play like in do you want to play for like in England for like I forget what Sheffield Steelers? I believe one of the hockey teams is there. I think that's one of the hockey teams in the UK that I'm thinking of right now. So yeah. So tell me what you guys think about that playing in different leagues. I seen that in my comments below with NHL 20 News when I did that series, that people wanted the ability to play in different leagues with Be a Pro, and it's still huge. It's still a big thing that they should add to the game mode. Now I'm I'm not guaranteeing this to be in the game. This is just a wish list you prefer to say for NHL Be a Pro modes, like for the future obviously. But we're really focusing on Be a Pro mode. We're not focusing on what's actual news or what's fake news or what's been leaked and what's not leaked and all that stuff. We're not talking about that today. I just wanted to get that in this video to say that. But coming at number 6 is storyline. So this comes from one of my subscribers. I'm pulling up his name right now. This is really bad timing. This is really bad timing. Mark, I can't say your last name, Mark. I'm sorry, but I'll put your comment up right now. They need to add a storyline, build a theme to get more people into it again. I agree, Mark. I agree. I've been saying this for years with NHL Be a Pro. Bring story mode. Bring some type of story mode. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be just for one season. It could be just for like a couple, like just one season where you have like the story mode and you can continue on from there. That's fine. People will be happy with that. That's just the starting ground. That'll be awesome. I know FIFA used to have it. Madden used to have a story mode. Those were great. I love playing those. I love playing those game modes. But unfortunately, they don't have it in a FIFA 20, and they don't have it in Madden 20. Unfortunately, which is kind of a downside to it. But I really love playing those story modes when they actually had them in the game. It actually made me more interested in actually playing the game and actually recording the game for you guys. But unfortunately, I just wanted to play the game. I just wanted to enjoy it for myself. But if NHL came out with a story mode for Be a Pro, then I'll definitely play that for you guys nonstop. And maybe we'll have different maybe they'll have different like branches, like the way that you act based on like your attitude and stuff. It will based on like the teams that'll pick you, or like the players that like you, players don't like you, and all that stuff, like chemistry and all that stuff. Number 7, it's coming from another subscriber. He's actually been a subscriber for a very long time. and he actually uploads videos himself on YouTube. So you can actually go check out his channel. I'll say his name. You can actually go check out his channel after this. If you guys love goalie videos, Sunny D Time. So Sunny D Time, commenting on focus on gameplay and go back to the old scoreboard. So we're not talking about features for the next NHL game here, Sunny D Time. We're just talking about just NHL Be a Pro stuff. So focus on gameplay. So that kind of goes into the line of like the story mode and all that stuff and all that. So yeah, they need to fix up the gameplay overall. I think they need. I think they're getting to the point where it's being copy and pasted type of feel to the game, especially with NHL Be a Pro, especially with that. But hopefully some of these changes will come to the game, make it a little bit more interesting for everybody to actually play. So there's one more comment that I got. It was a pretty big comment, and shout out to you DMac26 for this huge comment. Its first line, I love this. I have 8 million ideas to how to fix and be a pro. Haha. But you guys can read his comment on screen. I'll leave it up for a little while so you guys can actually read it. So line chemistry. He actually says two things in here. So two things will come in here. Number 8 and number 9. So line chemistry. Line chemistry is great. So what he puts here is if you're the better player to fit on like the second line or the third line or even the first line, you stay on that line no matter what. Like you don't get moved up, you don't get moved down. If you're the best player with your teammates, with those line mates, if you're like really sticking together and know what each other is going to do, they should keep it that way. They should keep it that way and build line chemistry with the players, with your teammates, with your line mates. Because with that, I can tell you guys that actually works because in sledge hockey, on my team, I actually have a defenseman that's always with me. I'm always on the same line as her. She knows what I'm gonna do, and I know what she's gonna do. It works out perfectly. Now I actually have another defenseman that I go on lines with. He's great. He's awesome. I know what he's gonna do. He knows what I'm gonna do. Great. All the defensemen know what I'm gonna do, and I know what they're gonna do. Doesn't matter which line I'm on. I could be on the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, whatever it is. I know what the defenseman's going to do. But imagine that in NHL Be a Pro, where you know what your line mates are going to do. Let's just say like you're on the line with like Patty Kane or Austin Matthews or Connor McDavid or somebody superstar, and you're on the line with them. And you know Connor's speed. You know he's going to shoot up the ice pretty quickly. He's going to get the ice pretty quickly. So if you give him the puck, and then you skate up with him, you know the defenseman, whatever the defenseman, the winger, the centerman, whoever it is, he's going to focus on Connor McDavid. He's not going to focus on you. They're going to focus on Connor McDavid because of his speed, his accuracy is just awesome. Just put it that way. He's awesome. So you're going to go up to the net, and you have the perfect opportunity to receive the pass from Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, or whoever it is. Doesn't matter who it is. I'm just naming names here. You're ready for that pass to actually get it into the net. Or you know what your wingers are going to do. If you're the centerman, you know what your wingers are going to do, what position they're going to be in on the ice when you're in a certain position on the ice. So basically, you learn with your team and you build that line chemistry. And once you have that line chemistry at max, that line's pretty much unstoppable, in my opinion. Once you have the line chemistry, that's it. Like, that's it. You cannot beat that line in any hockey game. It doesn't matter what team it is. It could be a AAA team. It could be a AA team. If they have a perfect line, if they have friends that are aligned together and they know how they're going to play, you're not going to be able to stop that line. It's going to be very, very hard to do so. So I think it would be awesome to have that in NHL Be a Pro in the future. Number 9 is interactive interviews. No, number 9 came from me. Sorry. Number 8, number 10 came from, what is it, DMAC, I believe? I believe it's DMAC. Yeah, it's DMAC 26. So, number 8, number 10 is from him. Interactive interviews. Now, what I mean by this is I believe NBA 2K used to have this in the past games, where at the end of the game, I believe they actually have them in the game now. Like at the end of the game, you actually have an interview with either a radio station or even with like Sportsnet or ESPN or something like that, or NHL TV if you want to put it that way, if you want to throw in NHL things. What if you actually get called back like, oh, we need a couple quotes from you, or a couple, like, we want to do an interview with you. You could do that interview, like message will pop up saying, like, the question will pop up is like, oh, how did you feel on the ice today, or something like that. You're like, I felt great, the team played very well, all that stuff, all that interview NHL stuff that they have in real life. Imagine having that in NHL Be a Pro. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I wish they actually had that, because when I was playing NBA 2K, I forget what year it is, but I was playing one of the years. It's like, I wish they had this in NHL. I wish they had this. It's a great feature to have interactive interviews in this, because players do have interactive interviews in real life. They have it in real life. They have it in NHL. The NHL games are supposed to be kind of uh, like a game to replicate that, to make it more realistic, and having like locker room interviews. I guess you can call them locker room interviews or something like that. Like, they don't even have to show the player. They don't even have to show anything. They can just have a menu pop up. I'll be happy with that. Just having a menu pop up, we'll be happy with that. But you guys tell me what you guys think in the comments below for that one. And comment number 10, another one from DMAC 26. Contract extensions. So the ability to extend your contract in the middle of your contract already before it ends, you have the ability to actually extend that and maybe ask for more money, or ask for less money if the teams wanted to get like a certain player or something like that. You can offer, you could say like, oh, I'll get less money, like I'll take less money if you guys can get this player, all that stuff. Or like, I want a contract extension, but also I want to be captain for next year. Maybe you can throw that into the contract. Or like, I want a one-way contract with this. Or I want a one-way contract with a payment of like 600,000, 6K, 600K, like every game or something like that. You can like extend your contract. You can negotiate money, or you can try to negotiate with different teams, all that stuff before your contract ends. There's a lot of possibilities with this, with contract extensions and just contracts in general when it comes down to NHL Be a Pro. I just want to make this game mode more realistic. That's what I want to do. But I also want to make it more entertaining, obviously from a creator standpoint, and actually recording it every single year and actually uploading it all the time on their channel. I want to make it more interactive for you guys too. So I'll actually make it a little bit more interactive with you guys. Like, I can ask you a game, or like before like my contract runs up, and you say like, should I negotiate for this amount of money, or what should I do, and all that stuff, and get feedback from you guys, and possibly a little bit more entertainment coming out of me to you guys, obviously with that, and make it a little bit more interesting for you guys to watch. But you guys could tell me in the comments below on what you guys think of this this wish list, this list overall for NHL Be a Pro mode. You guys can tell me in the comments below if you guys have any ideas for NHL Be a Pro in the future, for the next game or the future. Let me know in the comments below, because I'll love to know your ideas and your opinions on all these in the comments below, the list I just gave you. But anyways, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram Links to me in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys hit that bell icon so you become notified when I upload a video. My name is Prez, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up.